Ooh, well, would you look at that? It's a bright sunny day today. Spring is here and England isn't as cold. It's still cold, but not as cold. So I've realized people seem to actually like it when I talk about my skin tone, even the trolls. So we're going to continue. Yeah, people get confused about my white skin tone. But not me though. Here I am tripling down. But I thought I'd do it a little differently this time. So, hi. I am a woman who has small black features on a white skin tone. Which means that sometimes when I go outside, there are people who will mistake me for white. That happens. I'm not asking you about whether you think it happens or asking you to do in-depth feature analysis. I wear makeup. I am well aware of what my features look like. Hence why I've described them to you in the beginning. And I have a small jaw. Oh, once I used one of those, it was the Giga Chad thingy where you can see how your face fits. Obviously, I'm a woman, so it doesn't work that well on me, but it was like detailing each feature. I screenshotted it, and that was when I found out that I have a small jaw, which was interesting. And then I started looking around and realized, oh shit, I do have a small jaw. Anywho, and then sometimes people describe my features as sharp, which is not common for black features, but that's interesting. I mean, to go into this topic would have to go and I'd have to do a whole bunch of breakdowns on what words mean, because but small black features, so that means the shapes are black. Yes, we know the shapes are black. Let's come closer. Yeah. Is it on? Of course I'm recording. The shapes are black, but the face itself, the shapes are black, but the sizes of the individual features are small. That's it. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. I think some of you're very used to girls coming out here and asking, or girls pretending, or some girls, due to their real life traumas, pretending that they are upset at their ambiguity. I'm not here to do that, because now in real life, this kind of thing happens to basically everyone who has at least one feature about them that deviates from the norm of their race. Yeah, so the people online who are making a very big deal about it are just they just kind of want to play devil's advocate, because nobody can see them. Therefore, their ridiculous opinion won't be held against them in real life. Like I said in the other one, it's about you not getting any big ideas about trying to pass. Even though there is no trying if there are people already mistaking. Anywho. I'm a proud Nigerian woman. Sorry, I am a proud British Nigerian woman. Because if I just say Nigeria, then I create a whole nother issue where you have people yelling about, oh, but you didn't grow up back home, you don't even live there now. Oh, you can't please anyone. And this is why I don't try to, and this is why I talk more plainly than I used to. Because all this extra rigmaroling with the sentences is just pandering to people who aren't going to be happy because you don't see yourself how they see you, even though they don't know you. Yeah, again, people on the internet, I think some people think that if they lie enough and say that if they lie enough, or if they tell me about how they see me, that would magically stop this stuff from happening, when it's no. And so this happens a lot whenever you tell a story about something that is either makes you stand out or is something good. So yeah, So people who don't have that experience, or who don't know people who have that experience, they find it as weird, and they're like, oh, how could that ever happen to you? I would never think that this would happen. And or like, oh, well, that didn't happen, or this didn't happen. It happens with literally any kind of story. So whether you're talking about how you won something, or how someone mistook you for this or mistook you for that, it doesn't have to be about looks. It can be about anything, really. I mean, I get mistaken for being from the wrong country all the time. Like, bro, the amount of the wrong country, the wrong city, because yeah, all this stuff happens all the time. People mistake my everything, and this happens to everyone. I don't know. Do I just know? I mean, I do know a lot of people who have more ambiguous faces, okay? And, you know, I was raised by people who have them, so, okay, fine. But, like, everyone gets mistaken for something. How are you guys... Where do you live that this doesn't happen to anyone? What? This literally, I don't know, maybe it's because I was born and raised in a multicultural environment, so like in a more in a multicultural city, so a city where the people aren't all the same races, and like you have a lot of people who are mixed with a lot of different things. There are a lot of different ethnic groups, or a lot of different races, and so nobody is quite able, and so people don't quite look anymore and just assume that people are one thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Or maybe, I mean, you never know who knows someone that's white that has a very broad face. I mean, I know a couple people like that. You never know. Or someone who's like, they're Asian, but they have very thick lips and like a much deeper skin tone. There's so much going on. All this stuff is so easy to do. Someone who's Arab, but they have like very curly hair. Like, I don't think people... I just think that the people who are so against what I'm saying are people who they don't actually associate with people from different backgrounds, because like they've never had to. Like, they grew up in a place where like most people look the same way, so like they don't you know, there's not much thinking involved when you catch a person when you see someone different. But anywho, back to the telling, like I say in my other videos, like, if you do not have a time machine, then you cannot say that this stuff doesn't happen for me. And here's the thing, is like, whether you believe what I've said or not, it also doesn't really matter to me, because it still happened. This stuff still happens. Like, I don't know. I mean, first name bunch of numbers on the internet doesn't believe, because, oh, everyone that they know who has a similar look hasn't been mistaken where they're from. You're not getting it, are you? You're not getting what I'm saying. First, you're not from where I'm from. And secondly, you don't know all the people I know or who I have come across. If we're talking strangers, like, so, no. None of that really matters. It doesn't matter if that's never actually happened to someone who you say looks exactly like me. And I just have to take your word for it that they even look exactly like me. That's another thing, like, when it comes to things on the internet, we're just taking people's word for it. And so it's the question of, why should I believe strangers online over what happens if I... Here are the notes for the video. Over what happens if I... Yeah. I should believe you over the outside world. Also, why are you trying to... It's like... The one that really makes me laugh is that if I'm telling you my ethnic background every 5 minutes, I'm clearly not trying to be anything else. I don't know, I think some people, they're just so used to gatekeeping whiteness, which isn't even possible, but they're just so used to trying to gatekeep whiteness or ambiguity in general, or whatever their own race is, that they don't like it when they hear that these things happen to people. I mean, some people, it's just me spitballing, they wish it was them. Or there are some people who genuinely, they were shamed into not acknowledging these things about themselves. They were shamed into brushing it off and saying, no, they must just be deeply confused. It's like, no, you have a feature set that looks similar to this. Therefore, regardless of what you say you are or what someone mistakes you for, it's understandable why. And the people who are emphasizing your features that don't line up with that are really just trying to be disingenuous. I mean, yeah, they're really just trying to be disingenuous and confuse people. And so it got me thinking about how in December they were saying that I wasn't light-skinned because I have a white skin tone. Now I tell these stories about the times where I've been mistaken for white, because I'm always talking about random things to do with skin tone on here. The times where I've been mistaken for white, and now you have people trying to say that I have a brown skin tone. I'm not sure if you can see, but you know my foundation, you know I get a shade too dark just so I can blend in with my fake tan. I'm actually not wearing any right now because I was getting all patchy, so I had to scrub it all off. But yeah, either you don't know what the color brown is, or you're being very disingenuous and hoping that I wouldn't realize that and that I would stop saying what I'm saying. But like, no. Also, I'm painfully self-aware, so if I was saying the wrong thing, I wouldn't be able to come on and just consistently say the wrong thing like that, because like, man, it would hurt me. But yeah, so it's just people flip-flopping because, like, basically, I mean, let's be real. We've had decades and centuries and that of people with albinism just thinking that they're freaks of nature that don't fit in anywhere. So no, you don't have a brown skin tone, you don't have a white skin tone. Oh, I'm just gonna say that you don't have any skin tone and you can just hover above the rest of reality like the little ghost you are. Well, that's not gonna work with me. I don't know who that's gonna work with, but it's not gonna be me, love. I have a white skin tone and small black features. Yeah, occasionally I get mistaken for things that I'm not. If you don't like it, I don't know what some of you think will happen here. You cannot go back in time. And last thing I'd like to say is, so proximity, so you can tell when you have proximity to something because people stop joking with you. Okay, like let's say if I said, oh, I don't know, oh yeah, my bum is huge. It's not big. So if I said my bum is huge, everyone would start joking with me like, haha, yeah, man. Oh, you got the biggest bum out there. Ooh, girl, is that a BBL? They would all start joking with me. But when I say, oh, my bum is small, all of a sudden, I would get serious paragraphs. Detailing, I would get serious paragraphs. Some that would be pandering, some that would be making fun. Why? Because, I mean, it curves nice. I got the bum that I want. Like, it's a small one, but it curves nicely, you know. I don't need all that ass, man. But, yeah. Because there's proximity to you having, yeah, because you're closer to this than this. So, now, people are taking it seriously. And so the same thing applies to the skin tone thing. They're just hoping that I won't realize. Y'all are funny, man. They're funny, but like clearly we all like it. So I'm gonna keep talking about my skin tone for a while. And yeah.